Ooh, is that my stomach? Sounds like it. Okay. Says we are not streaming. So let's see if we are. Hey, 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 everybody. If y'all are out there, hopefully get this thing going. Is it streaming or not? Okay, hey y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Lady Print. Lady, I was about to call you Lady Print Pulse. Hey, baby's giant. How are you doing this morning? Let me know if you guys can hear me good, because we finna get into some things this morning. We finna get into some things. Um, as you guys saw the title of the video, right? It's not the type of videos that I normally do, but hey, this happened in my city, so we gonna get into some things. So let a few people come in and then we'll get started. Hey, Miss Arlene, how are you? Can y'all believe that it is the first? This is already the first month of the year is already gone, and we're in February. It's crazy that today we're 5 days into the month of February, and we all know that February is a short month. This year is just going by super, super fast. We're going to get on into some things. We got 5 people in here. Let's go ahead and get this thing started because the day is Monday and I do have some things that I need to get done today. So, welcome to the video, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about the Keith Lee effect, what you can learn from it in your business, how you can learn from the mistakes and learn from some of the great things that happen. I think that this video is going to be great, and I think that the Keith Lee effect and the trip that he made here to Dallas, Texas is going to be a great case study for us to use to learn some things that will help us in our business. So let's jump straight on into it. In case you don't know who I am, I'm Latonna Robertson, the Lady Print Boss, and I teach people like you how to boss up in your t-shirt business. Today, we're going to be using this Keith Lee effect, y'all, to help us with our marketing. I'm going to tell you guys what went right, because a lot of things went right, but also a lot of things went wrong. If you don't know who Keith Lee is, he is a former, I believe he was an MMA fighter. I'm not really sure, but he was some type of fighter, and then he got into doing these food reviews over on TikTok and over on YouTube and on social media. He has a lot of followers, like millions of followers, and so he goes around to different restaurants and he gives them reviews. Doing this on social media has caused a big frenzy, right? And so his effect, they're calling it the Keith Lee effect. And the great thing about it is it can make your business or it can break your business. We're going to jump right on over into some stuff. And I'm going to show you guys a little video clip, and then we're going to get into it. I'm going to break everything down and tell you guys what could be done better, what went wrong, and all of that good stuff. So let's just go ahead and jump over onto the desktop. And if for some reason this video, I start having some issues today, y'all, we will continue this over. So
Keith Lee for the win again this morning as he continues his food tour of North Texas with a big boost for one of our local food trucks. Now, the family behind Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck asked the TikTok food reviewer to come check out their mom's food. So he did. Lee said it was just the mama in there cooking. And after he gave her some positive reviews, he also had a little surprise for her.
I see y'all getting our haircut and doing braids. So we want to leave $1,000 to the barber. So we can cut everybody hair for free. We want to leave you $1,000 because we took that hair. We want to leave you $2,000.
I don't know if you caught all that, but Lee left behind $4,000 for everybody working, including the folks off to the side. They over there cutting hair and doing braids. Okay, not like right in the food truck, but over off to the side. All right, so kudos to them. And by the way, I do have another update on Lee's video I showed you yesterday morning reviewing absolutely edible cakes in Rowlett. This was the line yesterday, less than 24 hours after that video was posted. People were lined up well outside of the store. And kudos to her, because when I tell you she went all out to try to get Keith Lee to come, she did her thing, and clearly it paid off.
Food influencer Keith Lee made his way to Dallas, and already he's causing quite a stir. Lee amassed millions of...
Okay, guys, so let's jump right back over here. Okay, so let's talk about the different people that, let's talk about the different visits that he did. So as you guys saw, he went and he visited a company called Sweetly Seasoned. And I want to put up my Dockers, y'all, so that I can see y'all, because I can't see y'all. Ken called in and they done messed things up. So let me jump on here so that I can see you guys, so that I can talk to y'all in the chat. Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, so Keith Lee came to Dallas. He went and checked out a place called Sweetly Seasons, but he didn't just end up there by mistake, right? Or it just happened to like pop up. So let's talk about how he got there and the marketing that got him to this place, right? And then we'll talk about the ratchet part and everything that went down. So y'all stay tuned, because it does get a little bit ratchet. Okay, so when this guy goes to different cities, he asks his followers what places should he visit. So it's not like he just pops up anywhere. He asks people, hey, what places should I visit? And then he goes by the votes, and then that's how he normally gets to your shop. But we had some people in Dallas that did some creative marketing. And so these people use social media as a way to get this man to come to their place of business, which was awesome. Let's talk about the Sweetly Seasons. This lady has a son, and her son and the son's friend, they ended up doing a little campaign thing, going on their social media, getting them there. They made a t-shirt and all that stuff. And it actually worked, right? It actually worked. And Keith Lee showed up. So as you saw in the video, when the man showed up, when he does his review, and I don't have the review here, but he shows up, he says the food is pretty good. He gives a review on it. He goes on his thing. You are in the door, right? So kudos to the girl Sherelle and the son for, I'm not sure which one or both, the collab on marketing and getting this guy to the door. So that just shows that getting him there, right? So here's the funny thing, guys, is that when Keith Lee gave her the review, he said, hey, it's in the hood, y'all, but there are haircuts going on. It's like a family barbecue, right? It's outside the food truck. It's in the hood. It's haircuts. It's braiding going on. It's all kinds of stuff going on. It's like a party, right? So really and truly, he actually set the scene. He set the scene, because it's kind of like, okay, yeah, they out here cooking. They having a good time. They partying. So he already set everything up. Even if this was not the case, right, of this happening every day, or this being the way that they move in the business, he already kind of set the scene for people to come. So when this guy goes somewhere and he eats, what happens? You get the Keith Lee effect. If the food is good and he rates your food as being good, then you get a flock of people that are coming to you, right? So the marketing, as far as the marketing went, they said, hey, we didn't have a lot of good marketing, but they actually did, because he came. You got the end result of him coming. Now, as you guys saw in the video, here come the ratchet. It happens, y'all. I'm sorry. It happens. We just gonna cut it off, and it is Monday. That could be my money. It happens, y'all. So let me turn this volume down. Sorry, guys. I will try not to have this go off in the middle of this video but at some point I may start answering the phone. Had one of my subscribers say something about me answering the phone on live. Well, let me tell y'all something. Some of us would wish that our phones are ringing and that we can answer those phone calls. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I'm gonna miss a little bit of money right now for you guys, and let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so the marketing actually went great. They got t-shirts, or a t-shirt, I'm not sure, because I didn't just follow the whole thing like that. So they got a t-shirt, right, and put some stuff on it, and they got on social media. Everybody was on their lives, so we all saw the power of social media work for this. Also, it was great because if I had a food truck business like this, what does it have to do with t-shirts? Got everything to do with t-shirts. It's all of it to marketing, right? We're talking about marketing. So if I had a food truck and this guy was coming, or a restaurant, right, and I wanted to drum up some business, my goal would be to start a marketing campaign and try to figure out how can I reach someone like this. He's on social media, right? He's on social media. You grab a few influencers, they come out and they get this man out there. Now, it could have been some things that the marketing did work. It could have been bigger than what it was. But at the end of the day, for someone who is just getting started, or they're not even just getting started, their business isn't thriving the way that they wanted to thrive, the job was done, right? And when you get an opportunity like that, it's like 75% of your work is done. Now, this is where it gets ratchet. The guy, so Keith Lee left a tip. He left a $4,000 tip. I think altogether he ended up spending like $5,200 or something around there like that, right? At this place. What he did is he said, hey, I'm going to give $800 for you to give out free food at this event. And I'm going to give for you to give out free food to people who are coming behind him. Because it's getting, once he posts on the TikTok, it's getting thick, right? So for him and his safety, he got to move around. So he trying to like divvy out this money real quick, but he can't. So he just has them has the lady, he tells her, give you $800, charge my card, $800 for you to give out free food, right? I'm going to give $1,000 to the barber that's over there cutting hair, and I'm going to give $1,000 to the girl that's braiding. Okay. Like I said, he set up the scene. Whether or not they do this all the time, or however this goes, right? This lady had a huge opportunity, right? And sometimes in business, when you get started in business, and let's say that you don't really have any money, you are living for today, right? That's a problem that a lot of people have. They live for today. So she seen that money come in, y'all, and then he tipped her $2,000 too. So it wasn't that she didn't get a tip. She got $2,000 plus $800 plus whatever food and whatever came out to be the $5,000 and some dollars, right? She won. She was still going to come out with like $3,000, but this is what she did. She decided that I'm not going to pay the barber. I'm not going to give the money to the other girl that came out to help. Now, the barber and the girl who came out to help, the Sherelle girl, she has a social media following, and the son has a social media following. The son is different from the barber. The barber is Sherelle's brother, right? So they were going to divvy up. He said, hey, do free haircuts, do blah, 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 right? So here's the thing. Here's when it went bad. She's processing through Square, right? Me being in business and knowing that when you process through Square, you can settle that batch and you can cash out and you can get that money instantly, right? The lady Sherelle said, well, I knew that it was going to take a day to get the money through Square, but it doesn't take a day to get the money through Square, y'all. you can cash out. Even if you got to say, hey, do you want to pay the extra 3 or 4% to get the cash right now? 1%, I think it's an extra 1% to get that instant transfer. You can get that instant transfer and we can go ahead and gap this down. But that's not what she do. The girl got greedy. The lady got greedy. So Sweetly Seasons, she actually got greedy, did not do what Keith Lee told her to do, right? Reasons behind it, we don't care. Bad business decision, because now you have the people who got the people there, or one of the lady Sherelle, who was on live and helping get him there. I don't know if she got him there or if the lady's son got him there, but it was a collab, right? It got him there. She was there helping. The man said, do this, and that, right? It didn't go that way. So it got on social media. Business got on social media. Ratchet business. So once it got on social media, let's talk about that. I want to go in. I want to look up the response that Sweetly gave after I want to show you guys the response that the lady gave after she got a lot of backlash because she decided not to give these people $2,000. And before we do that, let's just talk about, she got the money for that day, and maybe sometimes you don't understand how business work. I was kind of like, should I do a video on this or not? But then I thought, yeah, I think this is something that people should understand, because now we're talking about the effect on your business after this guy leaves, right? So you could live for today. Okay, I'm gonna snatch this $5,000, but now you have where they went to social media and say, hey, Keith Lee, we didn't get our money, right? So then he comes out and he says, hey, you guys are misconstruing what I said. I said to give this to the barber, give this. That money should have went out, right? So as a business owner, at that point, you have to decide, because you've already made the mistake, right? She chose to get $2,000 when she probably could have made maybe 10, 20 grand by now, right? Because it would build your business. It would build your business. You guys know the power of social media. We talk about the power of your brand, the power of your story. And what she essentially did was ruined her name, right? Her integrity isn't any good. Then, the business skills, things like that. And I don't want to talk about anybody, because that's not what this video is about. It's really about ways to learn how to improve from it. But it speaks a lot to your integrity. And I'm going to tell you what really, really stopped me in my tracks was that for you to say, this is all on video, right? This is all on video, guys. So when he goes there and he prays with this lady, oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for letting me get this. Helping me, God. You done helped me. Ah, Lord, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord, for the $5,000. And then you turn into the devil and get greedy. She wrong for that. She wrong for that. And the people of Dallas saw that. Now, I do want to just put in here that this lady ain't even from Dallas, y'all. She drove the food truck here. I don't know where, because her son said something about they're not even from here. So just to know that the people of Dallas are not like that, okay? Now, let's go over. Let me see if I can pull up some information here, because I want to find, that's Tisa. I want to find where he talks about, let's just go over here and go to the camera, because I want to find where he talks about this. And I want to find her review. That's where I want to find her response. That's what I want. I want to have the response because I want you guys to see the response, and I want to talk about it really, really quickly. Let's see here.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's
Let me see if I can find her response. We're not going into that. That's a little bit too ratchet. We want to go into her response. She gonna say she was wrong there. Okay, that's a day ago, but we want to find out. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Let's go in here. Y'all see the backfire and the backlash of the mess. Okay.
I said that I was gonna try and like work some shit out. I even told you
Hold
that
on,
I
this
didn't want the
time.
money. Send it to my brother. Yesterday you lost your bank card. Today you got cash.
Okay, guys. So this is the girl. This is Sherelle. And we're just going to start up here at the beginning where she starts talking.
Trying to spit in my face and make it seem like this shit was for clout. When you originally knew that I was coming out there solely to connect with Keith Lee. It was never a clout situation. If it was a clout situation, all that shit would have been me. I would have been wearing my brand. I would have brought my books. I would have had all my cameras set up. This shit, I would have made that shit about me. And for you to sit here and still try to give an ultimatum talking about.
So she was going out there to help this lady market, to get Keith Lee there, is what she's saying. She wasn't there for herself or for her brand. She was there in the capacity of a marketer to say, hey, let me jump on my little social media platform. Not little, but you know, her social media platform. Let me jump on my social media platform and let me do what I can do, because I'm finna bring the boys to the yard. Okay, that's what she's saying. Okay.
Will she choose clout or will she choose money? You know what I want to choose? I want to choose an apology. I want to choose for your mom to get that $1,000 in her hand and to come and apologize to me for one downplay.
Okay, we're not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just going to go on over here because this is what I want y'all to see. And this is Carlos King, so that I'm getting this off of his stuff. So y'all go over there and check him out. Okay.
Now,
here's the apology.
when I arrived that day, the only reason why Sherelle was there, and I don't know her that well. I don't know her that well. The only reason why she was there is because my son asked her to be there, I guess. I don't know. And then she said that she wanted to meet Keith Lee, so she just wanted to be there. So it wasn't that she was working for me. She really just wanted to be there for Keith Lee.
Okay. So I'm not going to go through all of that. I think her phone stopped, and I'm going to go back over here because I want to get into... I really want to show you guys.
But it is.
hold it down.
It was everything.
If you look at this lady,
but Keith Lee came right before that. So
Nah, mama knows running. Shit, mama.
if you look at this video, right, and I'm not gonna go through it all, but if you guys go over there and look at the video, right, over on Carlos King's channel, you can go over there and look at the video. I just showed you guys just a little clippet of the mother, right? So, and the reason I did that is because I wanted to show you guys her response, right? And you don't need to hear the whole response to see that it's not. This is why people have reps, right? If something happens in business, right? Sometimes it's best to not say anything. Sometimes it's best to not say anything, especially when you're heated, right? Because if you come out and you try to explain a situation that has happened when you are already in the wrong, and when the public is already judged you and said, hey, blah, 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 you need to get his money back. We got it on video that this man said, do this, do this, do that, and you didn't do this. So now you've lost a lot of followers. Will people still go? She can come back from this. She can come back from this. But here's the thing. This apology that she gave, or this explanation, because it really wasn't an apology that she gave the first day. It really wasn't an apology. It wasn't. She started talking about maybe she misunderstood this, that, other, that he told her she could give it out the way that she wanted to. When he said that, he was talking about after the money clears, you figure out how to distribute the money to people, whether you're going to cash app it to them, whether you're going to Zelle it, whatever you're going to do. But he specifically said, give this person this, give this person that, right? And so she got greedy. And for this, it's just, we're going to move on to the next one. But what do you guys think about this? Tell me down in the chat, because here's the thing. When something happens like this, you have a great opportunity to grow your business, right? And this lady could have been thriving and thriving and thriving off of this. This Keith Lee effect could have followed her for years, right? We're going to talk about some of the things that she should have did, not what she did, right? And how she could turn around and make this right, or at least grow from it and try to save face, right? Because he did give her a good review, right, on most of the food. He did give her a good review on most of the food. But here's the thing. When she came out, she made it even worse. Sometimes when people say things or they come out, it would have been the best thing to have done for her, in my opinion, would have been send the money out to the people, right? And then after she sent the money out to them, she could have came out and sincerely said, hey guys, Keith Lee came and there was a misunderstanding, but I went ahead and sent out this money to everybody, and everybody's good and we good. Me, I probably wouldn't even said nothing, honey. I would have gave the people the money, and all you would have seen on my social media is him eating my food and talking about how good it was. That's it. You wouldn't have seen the ratchet. You wouldn't have seen none of that, because I would have took the video clips of him, and what she should do right now is she has to try to turn this situation around, giving a sincere apology. She did go back on there yesterday and do an apology, but it's really too late. It's kind of like, move on from it. So now I wouldn't mention the Keith Lee thing at all anymore on my social media. If it was me, all you would see is the good effects, right, coming from it. Now, how is she going to come back from this, right? How can you come back from something like that? You know, it could be that, just depending on, because this guy's got like 5 million. Is it 5 million or 51? I think it's 5 million followers that he has. And the good thing about it is they said the food good. And y'all know some of us gonna still go see the food. Go to see the place, to eat, to get the food. But people who like good customer service are not gonna go, because for me, it's kind of like, okay, if you did this here, what if I get this food and something is wrong? You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like, it puts her in the mindset of people. When you put your integrity out there and you look like a thief. I can't say it no other kind of way, right? She looks like a thief. This lady may end up needing to rebrand, honestly. She may end up needing to rebrand. At this point, she's going to have to do a sincere apology. She's going to have to start. People are going to still go and get a little something. But this man brought you to the table when nobody knew who you were. Nobody knew who you were. He brought you to the table, gave you a platform to where you could now be growing your business. You could have put Keith Lee on your menus, Keith Lee approved on your menus, all of this type of stuff. Now, he did come out and have some things to say about, it's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked out in her marketing, menus, website, different things on how she could get people there and things that she needed to do. But now she's just really, really ruined it for herself. But I want to talk about another thing. So I want to talk about what is the name of the company? I do not remember. So they came to
Food
a place.
influencer Keith Lee made his way to Dallas. He amassed.
I want to talk about the restaurant that he came to in Rowlett. And let's talk about getting it right and then still dropping the ball and getting it wrong. Okay? Let's talk about it. Let's move on from her and let's go over here to Let's get off of the ratchet and let's go. Hold on. Here we go. Let's jump over here and talk about this place and I'm going to tell you guys what I thought about her.
And by the way, I do have another update on Lee's video I showed you yesterday morning reviewing absolutely edible cakes in Rowlett. This was the line yesterday, less than 24 hours after that video was posted. People were lined up well outside of the store. And kudos to her, because when I tell you she went all out to try to get Keith Lee to come, she did her thing and clearly it paid off. Keith Lee for the win.
Okay, so I want to go back and show you guys this because I want to set this up, because we're going to talk about more than Keith Lee coming to this location right here. Okay, so I'm going to just let this play. I want you guys to see this business you see out there. That was the street, and this is the business way back here from off of the street. Okay, so the business is